Wait, Adam, hold on a second. I always get so confused. I mean, when do I say was and when do I say were? It mixes me up every time.
Don't panic, Anna. Seriously, so many students struggle with this. But listen, simply put, you are going to stop guessing today.
Really? You promise?
Definitely. Today, you will master was and were once and for all. It is going to be super clear.
That is exactly what I need.
Great. So if you're ready to speak correct English, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let's get started.
All right, Anna. Before we look at the rules, let's just try a quick example.
Okay, I am ready. Test me.
I want you to ask me about the party last night.
The big party? Okay.
Go ahead. Ask me if I was there.
Let me think. Okay. Was you at the party yesterday?
Stop right there.
What, did I mess up?
Just a little bit. Almost perfect, but not quite.
See, I told you I get confused.
Hey, relax. It is totally normal.
So, was you is wrong?
Yeah, unfortunately. We never say was you.
Really? Never?
Never, ever.
But Adam, you is just one person, right?
I know. It feels like it should be singular.
Exactly. That is why I said was.
It makes logical sense, honestly.
But English grammar doesn't care about my logic.
Sadly, no. English grammar has its own rules.
So, what should I say instead?
You should say, were you at the party?
Were you?
Yes, were you?
It sounds a bit different to my ear.
It takes time to get used to it.
So, don't worry about the mistake?
Absolutely not. Mistakes help you learn.
Okay, I feel a bit better now.
Good, because now we're going to fix this forever.
I'm listening.
Let's look at the first rule. Ready? All right, let's focus only on the word was.
Just was. Okay, I am focusing.
So think about singular people, just one person.
Like me?
Exactly. You using I or talking about he or she.
Okay, so I, he, and she.
And don't forget it for things or animals.
Right. I, he, she, it.
So if you want to describe a state in the past, use was.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine your friend Tom worked all day yesterday.
Okay. Poor Tom.
Ask me about his condition.
Was he tired yesterday?
Perfect. You said, was he?
Because he is one person.
Exactly. And the answer is simple too.
What is the answer?
Yes, he was.
Short and sweet. Yes, he was.
Or if he had a lot of energy,
No, he wasn't.
spot on. See, it flows naturally.
It really does. What about myself?
Same rule. Tell me about your mood this morning.
I was very happy.
Correct. I was.
And she was busy?
Totally right. You are getting the hang of this.
So for one person, I just stick with was.
You got it. No complications yet.
I like this rule. It feels safe.
Okay, moving on. What if the answer is no?
Like the negative form?
Exactly. We simply take was and add not.
Was not. Okay, simple enough.
But native speakers usually squash them together.
You mean contractions?
Yes, it becomes wasn't.
Wasn't. That is actually fun to say.
It is much faster. Try saying was not quickly.
I was not. Yeah, it sounds a bit robotic.
Totally. Wasn't flows better in conversation.
Can we do a real example?
Sure. Imagine I think you were at home last night.
But I actually went out.
Right, so correct me.
Well, I wasn't at home last night.
Perfect. You used it naturally.
I wasn't at home.
You are describing your location in the past.
Can I use it for feelings too?
Definitely. Like if I ask, was he angry?
And if he was calm?
Then you say,
He wasn't angry.
boom, simple as that.
Or she wasn't ready.
Yes, you are really on a roll now.
This is actually super common in daily life.
It is essential for basic conversation.
I think I've got this part down.
Okay, Anna, you have mastered the grammar part.
I feel pretty confident with was now.
But to sound natural, we need to know when things happened.
Ah, right, the time words.
Exactly. Without them, your sentence might feel incomplete.
So, what are the most common ones?
Well, the king of past tense words is yesterday.
Yesterday. I use that one a lot.
Let's drop it into a sentence with was.
Okay, I was at the gym yesterday.
Perfect. It tells me exactly when.
What about last night?
That is another great one, especially for evenings.
Like, the movie was great last night.
Totally natural. You sound like a native speaker.
Wow, thanks. What else can I use?
There is a tricky little word called ago.
Oh yeah, ago. That one confuses me sometimes.
Just put a time period before it.
Like 5 minutes ago?
Yes, or a long time ago.
I see. So he was here 5 minutes ago.
Exactly. You see how that works?
It really anchors the sentence in the past.
It creates a full picture.
So I can mix and match them?
Definitely. Yesterday, last week, a month ago.
This makes telling stories much easier.
It sure does, and you're ready for the next big step.
I think I am too.
All right, Anna. Now we need to switch gears completely.
Okay, I am ready for the second rule.
So we talked about one person. Now let's talk about groups.
Groups, like we and they.
Exactly. When there's more than one person involved.
Okay, we and they.
For these pronouns, we never say was. We always say were.
Were. It sounds a little longer.
It does. W-E-R-E. Were.
So we were and they were.
Precisely. But there's one special guest in this group.
Let me guess. Is it you?
You nailed it. You always hangs out with this group.
Even if I'm talking to just one person?
Yes. In English grammar, you is treated like a plural.
That is so weird, but I will remember it.
So you, we, they use were.
Okay, let's test it. Give me a question.
Imagine your friends at a concert. Ask me if they enjoyed it.
Were they happy yesterday?
Perfect grammar. Were they?
And how do I answer that?
Simply say, yes, they were.
Yes, they were. That flows really nicely.
Or if it was a bad concert, no, they weren't.
Short answers seem pretty easy.
They are. The key is just locking were with these pronouns.
You, we, they, were. Got it.
You are keeping these rules separate nicely.
I'm trying my best.
You are doing great. Ready for the negative side?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we have the positive side down. Now for the negative.
Let me guess. Were plus not?
Exactly. Were not. But we almost always shorten it.
So it becomes weren't.
Yes, weren't. It is just one syllable.
Weren't. It sounds a bit like the word burnt.
That is a great way to remember it. Weren't.
Okay, weren't. I'm practicing the sound.
Let's put it into a real sentence.
Okay, give me a situation.
Imagine your friends missed class earlier this week.
Oh, right, they were absent.
Exactly. So tell me they were not at school.
They weren't at school last Monday.
Perfect pronunciation. You blended it smoothly.
They weren't at school. It feels strong.
It is very clear. Now, what about we?
Like, we weren't happy?
Yes, that works perfectly. Or about being late.
We weren't late. We were on time.
Exactly. See how useful that is?
It is super useful for defending yourself.
Absolutely. And don't forget you.
You weren't.
Right. Like you weren't listening to me.
Hey, I was listening.
I know. Just an example.
Okay, good. So you, we, they use weren't.
You have got it locked in.
It is starting to feel natural now.
That's the goal. Confidence is key.
I feel ready to combine everything.
All right, Anna. This is the big moment. The danger zone.
Oh no, the danger zone? What do you mean?
This is where 90% of students make mistakes.
Is it about mixing them up?
Exactly. We must never, ever mix the lists.
Okay, so what is the biggest crime?
The biggest crime is using was with you.
Right, like we said before, was you tired?
Stop, please. Don't say it again.
Sorry, it just slips out sometimes.
I know, but you have to catch yourself. Was you sounds very broken.
Broken English. Got it. So fix it for me.
Always, always say, were you tired?
Were you tired? Even if I am talking only to you?
Yes, in my head I am just one person, but in grammar, you takes were.
Okay, were you? Were you? I am locking it in.
Good. Now try we. Can I say, was we ready?
No way. That sounds wrong now too.
So correct it.
It has to be, were we ready?
Perfect. And what about they?
Don't say was they. It must be were they.
You're catching on fast.
It's like a switch in my brain now.
Exactly. One switch for the singulars, one switch for the plurals.
And you sits with the plurals.
Always. If you remember that, you will never make that mistake again.
I think I'm safe now. No more was you.
Music to my ears. Let's compare them side by side to be sure. All right, let's put them side by side. This is where it all clicks.
I love comparisons. It really helps me see the difference.
Exactly. I will give you a situation. You just change the pronoun.
Okay, hit me. I am ready.
Context: being at the library. Start with I.
Simple. I was at the library.
Perfect. Now immediately change I to we.
We were at the library.
See? Same place, same time, just a different word.
Yeah, the feeling changes instantly from singular to plural.
Now, context: being late. Start with she.
She was late.
Now change she to they.
They were late.
Boom. Easy, right?
It is actually easy when you compare them like that.
Now the ultimate test. He versus you.
Oh boy, the tricky one. Okay.
He, hungry.
He was hungry.
Now you.
You were hungry.
You didn't even hesitate.
I just remembered the list.
So let's recap that rule one last time. Short and sweet.
Okay, summarize it for me.
Was is strictly for,
I, he, she, and it.
and were is strictly for.
You, we, and they.
You have mastered the logic, Anna.
Finally, the fog is clearing up in my brain.
Awesome. Now, are you ready to use this in a real conversation?
I think so. Let's try it.
Hey, Anna, you look a little exhausted today. Is everything okay?
Oh, hey, Adam. Yeah, I am fine. But yesterday was just crazy.
Really? Why? Was it the big job interview?
Yes, exactly. It was the interview for that new company.
Oh, right. I forgot. So, were you nervous?
Nervous? I was terrified. Honestly, my hands were shaking.
That is totally normal. But were you prepared?
I mean, I was ready, but the traffic was terrible in the morning.
Oh, no. That is the worst nightmare. Were you late?
Thankfully, no, I wasn't late. I was there just 1 minute before.
Phew, that was close. So, how were the managers?
Well, they were interesting. There were 2 of them.
Okay. Was the boss nice?
Actually, he was very friendly. He was smiling the whole time.
That is good. What about the other person?
She was a little different. She was very serious.
Was she rude to you?
No, she wasn't rude, just quiet. I think she was tired.
Maybe. Interviews are boring for them, too. How were the questions?
They were really difficult, Adam. Seriously tough.
Were they technical questions?
Yes, they were. My brain was completely fried by the end.
I bet. But were you happy with your answers?
I think so. I mean, I was honest.
That is the best strategy. And were there many other candidates?
Yes, there were about 5 other people in the waiting room.
Wow. Were they friendly?
Not really. We were all too stressed to talk.
Fair enough. It sounds like a long day.
It really was, but I'm just glad it's over now.
Well, I'm sure you were great.
Thanks, Adam. I hope so.
All right, Anna, that story was perfect practice.
It actually felt really good to use them correctly in a sentence.
I knew you could do it. Now, let's do a super quick mental recap.
Okay, I want to make sure I don't forget this tomorrow.
You won't. Just visualize the two separate boxes in your head.
Okay, I am picturing them now. Ready.
Box number 1 is the was box. Who is inside?
That is for I, he, she, and it.
Exactly. One person, one thing. The singular team.
Singular means was. Got it.
Now, box number 2, the were box.
That is for we, they, and the tricky one, you.
Boom! You remembered the most important one.
You always sits in the were box.
Precisely. So think of it like this. One person usually uses was.
Except for you.
Right. And multiple people always use were.
That makes it so simple to remember.
Let's try one last rapid fire check, as fast as you can.
Oh boy, okay, I am focused. Go.
She,
She was.
we,
We were.
the dog,
It was.
you.
You were.
Incredible! You have officially mastered it, Anna.
Yes, I feel so much clearer now. Thank you, Adam.
All right, guys, that brings us to the end of the lesson.
I seriously feel so much better about this. No more guessing.
Exactly. No more was you ever again.
Never again. But wait, Adam, what about them?
Ah, right. Now it is your turn.
Yes, we want to see if you really got it.
So here is your homework. It is super easy.
Just go to the comments section below.
And write one sentence using was or were.
You can tell us, where were you yesterday?
Or simply, how was your day?
Oh, I like that. I will be reading the comments, by the way.
Me too. We will help correct your sentences if you make a mistake.
Also, if you have another grammar headache, let us know.
Totally. We make these videos to help you, so tell us what you need.
So, hit that like button if this helped you today.
And don't forget to subscribe to Speak English Fluently for more easy lessons.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you in the next video. Bye.